Hey, what is going on, dudes? My name is ImFr3ke, and welcome back to another Q&A Fridays. Today is going to be episode 82, I believe, and we're coming in strong with some AE4 gameplay. This gun kind of sucks, and I finally unlocked it, even though I had the season pass for about, the whole time I've bought in this game. So I don't know how I didn't have the AE4 at first, but it's not that good of a gun, so, it's meh. It's meh. So let's get on to your guys' questions from last week's Q&A Fridays. But if you guys are new to the Q&A Friday series, this is a weekly series, right, that we do on our channel, where any subscribers can come over and leave me some questions in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to answer them in next week's Q&A Friday. So whether it be a YouTube question, gaming question, or anything in between, I say this every week, but anything in that area, any question that you have in your mind, just type it out with your fingers on your keyboard and leave it in the comment section below of this video while you're watching this video. So let's get on to your guys' questions as you left from last week. Bing, bada, boom. The first question comes from Harley Caruso. Potato or french fries? We're going to have to go with french fries on that one, bud. Fusion Phantom. He says, do you love me? Yes, bud. I love you with all of my goddamn heart. All of it. That Screaming Brown guy, he says, all right, a normal question for this week. If a walrus and a seal were to have intercourse, and 9 months later they gave birth to your mother at her current age, who then instantly gave birth to you at your current age, how would you react? He says, trust me, this question makes sense somewhere. And he's like, I was actually going to answer a normal question or ask you a normal question, but this came to my mind. So, evidently this is a normal question in his book. But, if this did happen and the walrus had sex and they had my birth mother, and then my mom had me right as she came out of the womb, that'd be very, very weird. We'd be like some Mariska doll type of things from zombies, and maybe we would explode. I don't know. But that would be really freaking crazy, and I don't know how walrus having sex create humans. Is that how evolution works? Is it? I don't know how evolution works. You guys need to let me know. Austin Bilk, could you make a subscriber clan for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare? I did have one back in like Black Ops 2. And I have a thing for GTA 5 as well, like a little clan type thing, or I guess a gang for them. But I haven't gotten around to really playing, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare that religiously, where I like have a clan and stuff, and we like compete in battles and stuff like that. I just never got into it. I may be able to make one later. I don't know. It depends on if you guys are really big into Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which a lot of you guys are. But if you guys really want me to make a clan for Advanced Warfare, so you guys can join something of mine and show off that you're a big fan of me, then that'd be awesome. Just let me know in the comment section below. All right, who else we got? We got Garrett Wohler. He says, Freaky, kinky sex or normal sex? Well, I'm not normal, so I'm gonna have to go with kinky sex. In my case, it would be freaky sex, but we're gonna have to go with kinky sex on this one, because if you have normal sex, it's really boring. But if you have kinky sex, it's really fun. And I don't know if that's just me, but I like a little adventure in my sex. So I would have to go with the kinky sex. You know what I'm talking about. Grimbanks, who would you like to see end up on Iron Throne? You know who I'd like to see on the Iron Throne? Obama. And then get killed later in the show. Sticky Gaming, do you get paid to make videos? I do get paid to make videos, but probably $1 a video. So if you're into making YouTube videos, you want to make it big on YouTube and get that YouTube $1 a video type of money, then there you go. Get as big as me and you can make $1 a video a day. Oh, so much money. Sabby Stevens, have you ever been spotted in public by a fan? Because if I'd seen you, I'd freak the fuck out. See what he did there? See, yeah, he said he'd freak the fuck out. I've actually never been spotted in public by a fan. But I've always kind of been wanted to. I've seen some people look at me that come into Walgreens that kind of just stare at me, and I don't know if they're staring at me because I'm attractive and I'm a young gentleman. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. But some guys have came in and they've kind of stared at me like they knew me, but I didn't know them, and I don't know if they thought I was me or they just were staring at me for some complete reason. But I've had that moment where like they realize who I am, but they don't say anything about it. So if you do see me randomly in public, come up to me and give me a hug or something. Or something weird. Just yell at me. I don't know. Do something. But freak out is a good way if you see me. So that'd be awesome. But I really wish I could see a fan in public. That'd be awesome. Clash Team 6. He says, I know there was a question like this in the video, but what is your all-time favorite game? He says, also, you're the best. Thank you much. But my all-time favorite game always changes, and I thought about this recently. I used to play a Toy Story game. Now, this Toy Story game used to give me nightmares, and it wasn't because it was creepy or bad or weird, but it was kind of weird. But I played the game so religiously when I was about 6 or 7 on PC, and it was the only game I touched for about 5 months until I finally beat it. There was these boss battles that were impossible, at least when I was 6. They were impossible, and there was just these weird quests in the missions and stuff like that that were just really weird. The game looked really weird, but kind of good at the same time, and it just gave me nightmares for some reason. I don't know why. It just like Toy Story nightmares. Horrible. Don't ever play that game. If you have played the game, let me know if you have. Fusion Phantom once again. He says, will you ever live stream? I have live streamed last year. I live streamed when Black Ops 2 was out, I guess I should say. And I played some of the DLC maps, and I played especially zombies on it. And that's when my internet sucked. I have a 40, or actually it's like a 45 by 5 internet connection, so I should be able to stream, but then again, I might not be able to stream if someone's already on the internet. So it all depends how the network sharing is at my house and stuff like that, and how my computer can handle the streaming by be able to put out good quality for you guys so it doesn't look laggy and does some weird jumps and stuff like that. So yeah, I might be able to live stream in the coming future to come, maybe next year. Maddie660, could you do a Minecraft series, please? Could you do a Minecraft series? I'm waiting so much for a freaking Minecraft series. If I made a Minecraft series, which would, I don't know if it would ever happen because I don't actually own Minecraft, but a lot of people would give me their accounts if I needed to. And I have the money for Minecraft, but I like watching Minecraft more than I like playing it, if that makes any sense. I never got into actually like playing it a whole bunch, but I've watched it a ton, and I don't know like a lot about it. I don't really know how to build specific things or do enchantments, or I guess I knew how to do enchantments. That's kind of easy. But you know, the redstone and everything, I really don't know how to do that. I don't know how to build a cannon, so I'm a noob at Minecraft. So if you guys like to watch a noob play Minecraft, then that would be what my series would be. Seriously. Willie Jam, controller versus keyboard. Well, the controller is a good chance for my personality. I'm very good with the sticks. My thumbs know how to work them sticks. But the keyboard is a little bit more accurate with the mouse. I guess, well, you didn't say mouse, so I guess you can't really move around that well with the keyboard if you don't have a mouse. So I could dock you for points there if I was a teacher, but I'm not, so I'm not going to be a dick. But the keyboard and mouse is a little bit more effective for Twitch shooters on, I guess, like Battlefield and stuff like that. I feel like I'm more comfortable playing it on PC, same as like Counter-Strike or anything like that. I did have Counter-Strike on the Xbox, the original Xbox, a long time ago, and that sucked compared to PC version of it. So games like that definitely needed with keyboard and mouse. But like console shooters, like, you know, I guess Call of Duty and Halo and stuff like that. Basically, you want a controller. I don't think they should be played on PC. It just feels weird, feels unnatural. But that might be because I play them normally on console. Marlon Kleber is angry, clit, dick, fuck, shit, bitch, cunt, slut, faggot, asshole, fisting, penetrating, jizz, whore. A good dog name. It's a fantastic dog name. If you start yelling that outside the door, all your neighbors will be so proud of you that that dog will come running right back to you, and no one will ever call the police saying that's harassing or that you're, you know, abusing an animal. They will never do that because that is an amazing dog name. And I think you should get him a Christmas present and have to write that whole name out as a little Christmas card. Isaiah Lagardo, fuck, marry, kill PewDiePie, CR705, and Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's. And he says, here's the catch. If you kill Freddy, PewDiePie rapes you and makes Chris watch. If you marry PewDiePie, he cheats on you with your girlfriend, and then you're alone forever. And if you fuck Chris, then you're gay. So, okay. This is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to marry Chris, we're gonna have to fuck PewDiePie, and we're gonna have to kill Five Nights at Freddy's. Can we do that? Yes, we just did it. Justin Gonzalez, who is your favorite comedian? My favorite comedian is Bo Burnham, and he says, do you think that Justin Bieber will ever kill himself? To be perfectly honest, I don't think he will unless he ODs on something. And he says, fuck, marry, kill, summer, fall, and winter. We're going to have to marry summer, we're gonna have to fuck fall, and we're gonna have to kill winter because winter just sucks ass. Cobb Games, can you get on the 360 and play Black Ops 1 through 2 with me? I would love to, but I don't have my Xbox 360 actually hooked up in my room anymore. It's in the living room now, just because I haven't been using it over this past month. But yeah, it's Damon Games. If someday I get the Xbox, would you do a vid with me? Yeah, I'd probably be able to do a vid with you if I have the time to do it. Hell yeah, man. Julian Richard, if a unicorn had 3 nipples, what color would the sky be? The sky would be a nice, a little pink. It would be a little bit of tart pink in the sky, and then with a little brush of lime green. it would just be that color. It'd be beautiful. It'd be goddamn beautiful. And everyone would look up in the sky and be like, this is a beautiful night. And everyone would just have sex. That's just what would happen. Yeah. Tommy Lee 153, was it just banter? Yes, it was just for the banter. The Mind Dud, can you play some Black Ops 2 party games? Again, with the Xbox 360. I may be able to. A lot of you guys are saying some Black Ops 2 and why Black Ops 2 Livecom's gone. It's only because not a lot of people are playing that anymore, and that's the reason why. Maisie, what keeps you motivated to make your videos every day? Just myself. I got to keep myself motivated, and you guys commenting, leaving likes, and everything like that really pushes me to do it. And if I'm in a good mood, it really motivates me to make a whole bunch of videos. Martin Forgarty, what would you think if COD went further into the future? I think it went too far with AW. To be perfectly honest, I thought it was going to go too far with AW, but it's a really, really fun game, and only because I played Halo so many times, and just all these jumpers and stuff like that, and I love fast Twitch shooters. I loved Quake, so this reminds me of a lot of Quake, if you guys have ever played that, or anything like that, and that general crazy fast action gameplay. That's what it reminds me of, and that's the games that I really, really like in FPS shooters. I don't like boring ones with, like, nothing like Call of Duty Ghosts. Just, ugh, that was a horrible game. Brian Ramsey, how much ass would an ass eater eat if an ass eater could eat ass? He says, if you answer this question, you gotta say it 5 times fast. A lot of ass. So how much ass would an ass eater eat if an ass eater could eat ass? How much ass would how much ass would an ass eater eat if an ass eater could eat ass? How much ass eater this is hard. This is hard. I gotta do it. How much ass would an ass eater eat if an ass eater could eat ass? Oh, I could be a rapper. Just kidding. Ethan P, if you were told you had to steal a priceless object from a museum in order to keep living, what would you steal? That's kind of obvious. A big diamond. How do I unbake a cake? Stick it in your mother's womb. JWM Games, how big are my balls? And I have a 69-foot subs. How big are your balls? 69 inches. Barine Chelsea Marid, why are you so awesome? Thank you. I don't think I'm awesome, but just because I am awesome. Leonardo Velvinuva, how are you so good at Call of Duty? I'm not that good at Call of Duty. It just seems like I'm good at Call of Duty because I post the games that I'm good at, but I have like a 2 KD, so decent at Call of Duty. So this has been Q&A Fridays, episode 82. Hope you guys did enjoy it, and it was fun making it. And make sure to ask me some questions down below in the comment section of this video. Share this with your friends on Twitter and Facebook so they can come over and ask me some questions too. Hope you guys did enjoy. Drop a like on it if you would, and I guess I'll catch your freaky faces in the next video. We become the biggest, the baddest, the biggest creature of the ocean, the great white shark. Now, the sad thing is, the shark is badass, right? The shark is badass, but